And now, on with the show.
Maybe I can find a rerun of a rerun I haven't seen.
Miss, why did you buy a new Ford Fairlane?
Are you kidding? Where else could I get that Fairlane feeling?
What's that?
Oh, it's like the feeling you get with the Fairlane two-way sport shift. If you want to drive in automatic, you drive in automatic. But if you want to shift, you shift. Click, click, click. And that Fairlane acceleration is like the way a man sweeps you off your feet, if you have a man. A force that says, arise, my love, and come away with me. Maybe for a pizza. But even if there isn't a man around, I jump into my strong, silent Fairlane with a big, powerful V8 engine and visit interesting places, like maybe a lumber camp or an aircraft carrier. I tell you, there's nothing like that Fairlane feeling. But why don't I let this charming Ford salesman carry on from here?
You're ahead in a Ford all the way.
Battle of the Network Stars will not be seen tonight, in order to bring you the following special presentation. This is the Park Vista Television Network.
Alice?
What's all the excitement?
Quick! On television! Leaping caterpillars! What happened? Back to the family room?
Alice, what were you trying to say?
What on earth?
What's going on in here?
That is a thing of beauty.
Sensational.
I love it. It's wonderful.
Tonight's program is brought to you by McDonald's. You deserve a break today.
Grab a bucket and mop. Scrub the bottom and top. There is nothing so clean. That's my burger machine. With a broom and a brush. Clean it up for the rush. Before you open the door. Or to shine on the floor. When we finish one then. Start all over again. Tell me, what does it mean? At McDonald's it's clean. You deserve a break today. So get up and get away to McDonald's, McDonald's, McDonald's.
Well, Mrs. Kempley, how have things been going since Tuesday?
Well, actually, much better, Doctor. In fact, I feel these sessions have helped me tremendously. I think I'm beginning to overcome my feelings of hostility towards my in-laws.
That's good. We're making progress. Now, Mrs. Kempley. Please, Mrs. Kempley. Mrs. Kempley, these crying jags are release, but they're hardly constructive during these sessions.
I know, Doctor. I don't know why I keep having these fits.
Well, perhaps you're having difficulty in relating to your in-laws.
No,
He's been coming here for 7 weeks now, and we don't seem to be getting to the core of what's really bothering you.
I know that, Doctor. That's why I'm here. I want to find out what it is myself.
Well. Mrs. Kempley, oftentimes our emotional problems are not related to present stimuli, but these kind of traumas are often related to the past. We can trace them to our former life, when we were a child, things that happened. Has anything happened to you in your childhood, some unfortunate experience?
My childhood?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there was one incident. It happened when I was 8 years old.
8 years old?
Oh, but, no, it's too silly.
No, nothing is silly. Please go ahead.
Well, no, it's silly. It really is. It didn't mean much.
These are 50 cents a box, Mrs. Kempley. Now, look, Mrs. Kempley, I want you to understand this. I'm your doctor. I'm here to help you, and I want you to tell me all about it.
Well, you know something? I really do think that this was the most traumatic thing that ever happened to me in my whole life.
Oh, all right.
I was 8 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And I had this pail that I loved.
Pail?
And I was playing with it in the sandbox.
Mm-hmm.
And this fat kid came over. And he took it away and he wouldn't give it back.
Let me get this straight, Miss Kempley. Are you saying that the most traumatic thing that ever happened to you was this fat kid came over and took away your pail?
I told you it was silly.
No. I'm sure it hurt you very much.
I'll never forget him. He was such a fat bully. And he took my pail away. And he was fat.
Well, now, Mrs. Kempley, you have to understand where he was at. Often overweight children have very severe problems of their own. And oftentimes they try to compensate by unnecessary aggression. I myself was a chubby child.
And he was mean. Mean. Not only did he take my pail away, but he kicked it and he put a dent in it.
Was this pail blue? With a clown on one side?
Yes.
Was there a picture of Minnie Mouse on the other side?
Yes.
What's your maiden name?
Crenshaw. Susan Crenshaw.
Crybaby Crenshaw. Well.
Fatso Hoffman.
Don't call me that.
So it was you. You took away my pail.
It was my pail.
No, it wasn't. It was my favorite toy of all time, and you stole it, and you kicked it, and you put a dent in it.
No. If you remember, I didn't steal it. You sold me your pail.
No, I didn't. No,
yes, you did. I gave you 6 pieces of saltwater taffy for it.
Oh, yes. Who else would have saltwater taffy but Fatso Hoffman?
I remember distinctly. You came over to me, and you said, "Can I have some of your saltwater taffy? I'll give you my pail if you give me 6 pieces."
I did not, and I don't talk that way.
Yes, you did, and you always had that stupid lisp.
I did not. This is the way it happened. You waddled up to me with all your fat tucked in your daddy's bathing suit. And you said to me, "You better give me that pail, or I'm gonna go shame in your sandbox."
Oh, aren't we acting silly, Mrs. Kempley? Have you forgotten? We're adults now. Oh.
Yes. You're right. It was so long ago. This is silly.
Long time ago.
Silly.
All right, now let's see. Now, then you would admit then that perhaps your in-laws are a factor in these feelings of inadequacy.
I think we could safely assume that, Doctor. Oh, you know, and something else I think I discovered that I think I'm improving.
Yes.
I feel that I was having these feelings of inferiority around my sister-in-law. You know, that she was a rival for my husband's affections, but, you know, I'm not feeling that anymore.
There we go. That's very good. Very good.
It was my pail.
It was my pail.
This is ridiculous. How can I continue taking therapy with the very man who gave me my hang-ups?
I don't believe that I gave you your hang-ups. How can I give you any problems by the simple purchase of your pail?
Theft, fatso, theft, and I want it back.
It was over 30 years ago. I don't have your pail.
If you don't give me back my pail, I'm going to report you to the AMA.
Go right ahead. Who are they going to believe? A respected psychiatrist or a neurotic, lisping crybaby?
If you don't give me back my pail,
yes,
I'm going to walk out there and I'm going to tell that room full of $40 an hour patients how you were expelled from the 3rd grade by drawing parts of the teacher's anatomy on the bathroom wall.
Here's your stupid pail.
You kept it all these years?
It meant a lot to me.
Wait a minute, this isn't my pail.
I know, it's mine.
No. Mine had a yellow handle. This pail belonged to Adrian Lenore Weingart.
Well, then I don't have your pail.
All right, you asked for it. Ladies and gentlemen, I have
Hold
something...
Perhaps this is your pail.
No. No, this is Daisy Duck on it. Mine had many mouths.
Could be worse. Some people are into footwear.
My pail.
Have a table, please.
Just a minute.
Table.
A minute, Mike. In a minute.
Have a table, please.
Just a moment.
Table.
Just a minute.
Have a table,
Just a
please.
minute.
Table.
Now, hold your horse.
Have a table,
In a
please.
minute, Mike. Hold on.
Have a table,
Just a
please.
minute.
Have a table.
Just a second.
Right with you, lady. You have a table. Boy, what a busy place. I said the food's good here. Might as well take a chance. I don't see a place, though. Oh, there's a place. Gee, nobody's there. Guess I'll eat here. Looks like a nice, clean place. Waiter? Waiter, can I have a plate? Very busy place. Gee whiz. Oh, my. Waiter, can I have a menu? Can I have a menu, please?
Yeah, in a minute, mate, in a minute.
Have a menu, please.
In a minute.
Menu, please.
Hold your horse.
Have a menu, please.
I'll be right with you.
Have a
in
menu.
a minute. Take it easy.
Can I have a menu, please? Menu.
Just
Can I have a menu,
All right.
please? Can I have a menu? Have a menu, please.
menu.
Very busy place. Oh, let's see what I shall have. I think I'll have... Oh, my. Boy. Guess you can't even get a glass of water in a place like this.
Water!
Got the glass of water. Boy.
Your order?
Oh, yeah. I'll have, let's see, some roast beef and... Oh, excuse me. Some roast beef, and I'll have a mashed... There wasn't a man here, I know. I'll just have some water, and I'll just have to wait, that's all.
Your order, sir.
Oh, yes. I'm flawed for love. Yes, I like an order of roast beef.
Right.
And I like some mashed potatoes and a little string beans with some plum. Ah!
I'll be right with you, sir.
Yeah. Boy, oh, boy, what a place. I didn't order any cigarette butts. I don't know. There's no cigarettes in here, I know that. This is not my order, I know. Oh, boy, what a busy place. Gee whiz.
What up?
Yeah! Bye!
Here's your roast beef, sir.
Thank you. What happened? Must be the Tornado Restaurant. Oh, yeah. Just eat something and I'll be up. Go ahead. Get out of here. gonna eat it. Pay for it.
Water, sir.
Introducing the world's newest, silliest, and hamburger-eatingest clown, Ronald McDonald. Now, where is that clown? Oh, Ronald! 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 Hey, Ronald!
Here I am, kids. Hey, isn't watching TV fun? Especially when you got delicious McDonald's hamburgers.
Ronald, you can't be on TV and watch it at the same time. Now, come on and meet the boys and girls.
Oh, we've already met. I know we're going to be friends, too, because I like to do everything boys and girls like to do. Especially when it comes to eating those delicious McDonald's hamburgers. A magic tray here keeps me well supplied. McDonald's hamburgers, French fries, and milkshakes. Watch for me on TV. We'll have lots of fun.
He's Ronald McDonald, the hamburger happy clown. A McDonald's drive-in restaurant is his favorite place in town.
You know, I really enjoy interviewing applicants for this management training course. Come in. Come and sit down.
Okay.
Would you mind just standing up again for one moment? Take a seat.
Sorry?
Take a seat.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Tell me, why do you say good morning when you know perfectly well that it's afternoon?
Well, you said good morning.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Oh, dear. Good evening.
Goodbye.
No. Aren't you going to ask me why I rang the bell?
Why did you ring the bell?
Why do you think I rang the bell? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Well, I'm
Too late. Good night. Ding 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 ding. Good night. Ding 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 ding.
This is the interview for the management training course, is it?
Yes, yes, it is.
Oh.
Good night. Ding 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 ding.
Oh dear, I don't think I'm doing very well.
Why do you say that?
Well, I don't know.
Do you say it because you didn't know?
Well, I don't know.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Right.
I'm sorry, I'm confused.
Well, why do you think I did that then?
Well, I don't know.
Aren't you curious?
Well, yes.
Well, why didn't you ask me?
Well,
name?
Well, what?
Your name, please, your name.
David.
David. Sure?
Oh, yes.
David Shaw.
No, Thomas.
Thomas Shaw.
No, David Thomas.
Good night.
Oh dear, we're back to that again.
Good night.
I don't know what to do when you do that.
Well, do something. Good night. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good.
Good?
Very good. Do it again. Very good indeed. Quite outstanding. Right, ready now. Right, once more. Good night. Ding 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 ding.
What's going on? What's going on?
You got very good marks.
Well, I don't care. I want to know what's going on. I think you're deliberately trying to humiliate people. I'm going straight out of here, and I'm going to tell the police exactly what you do to people. And I'm going to make bloody sure that you never do this again. There! What do you think of that? What do you think of that?
Very good marks.
Oh, well, do I get the job?
Well, I'm afraid not. I'm afraid all the vacancies were filled several weeks ago.
Yes, tonight we're paying tribute to a man who has achieved fantastic success in every phase of show business. A man whose thinking is never narrow, but who sees everything in terms of the broad. A man who, though is making a picture in Hawaii right now, has graciously consented to fly here tonight, as long as he was up there anyway. And so, without further ado, here he is. Ladies and gentlemen, my pal and one of the world's great talents, Frank Sinatra.
Ring-a-ding-ding-a-ding.
Hold it. Frank Sinatra? No. Boy, you could have fooled me, I bet you.
Well, we didn't get a chance to tell you, but Mr. Sinatra hasn't arrived yet.
But his plane landed 3 hours ago.
Yes, but he hasn't come down yet.
Oh.
A little humor there.
Humor, yeah, sure. Well, look, the whole show was built around Frank, and I've got an idea. You've been standing in for Frank all week. You know all the songs, the lines, the moves. So as far as I'm concerned, until the real Frank comes along, ladies and gentlemen, Frank Sinatra.
Me, Frank Sinatra?
Why not? You've got the shakes. You're doing fine.
Will I have to kiss any girls?
That's just like Frank, ain't it? Well, look, frankly, old buddy, this is your night. You've certainly come a long way.
Well, thank you, Mr. Martin.
Dino.
I can't speak Italian.
Oh. Now, Frank, let's recreate one of the great moments in your career. Will you ever forget that wonderful night?
What does she want?
Your hat and coat. She's a hat check girl. That's what she wants here.
Okay. Here. Well, I was afraid you wanted me to dance with her.
Oh, no. No, Frank, you didn't dance. You sang. And will you ever forget that wonderful night when they first gathered around the bandstand just to hear your golden voice?
No, I can't sing.
Can Frank? Look, get over here. The year 1940. The place, the Century Room of the Hotel Commodore in New York City. And you, Frank Sinatra, you are there.
I can't sing.
He's not the guy who cared about love, and he's not the guy who cared about fortunes and such. Never cared much.
But look at me now. I'm a killer.
He never knew the technique of kissing. He never knew the thrill he could get from your touch. Never knew much.
But look at me now. Jack, I'm ready.
Look at him now.
And no one in a plane. Smoke?
I don't smoke.
Frank smokes. Looks like you got 3 cigarettes there. Drink?
Oh, I don't drink.
Frank drinks.
Frank drinks?
All right. Sing.
Oh, I don't sing.
Oh, Frank sings. I give him the words, but he sings. So go ahead. Here we go. You're in. It's 2:45.
It's 2:45.
There's no one in the place?
There's no one in the place.
Except you and me.
Except you and me.
Oh, wonderful.
No.
It's good for you. So set him up, Joe.
Set him up, Joe.
I got a little story. You ought to know.
You ought to know.
Oh, boy, that's it. Oh, are you becoming Frank? My friend. To the end.
To the end.
Of a brief episode. Make it one for my baby.
Make it one for my baby.
One more for the road.
And one more for the road.
Don't you think you've had it? Don't you think you've had enough?
Sorry, man, I'm driving.
Oh, you're driving.
What?
That's how it goes.
That's how it goes.
Yeah. And Joe, I know you're getting anxious to close.
And Joe, I know you're getting to close.
Torch that I found. Must be drowned. Or it soon will explode. Oh, yeah. Make it one for my baby.
Make it one for my baby.
And one more for the road.
And one more for the road.
What kind of a road?
A long, long road, Dino. A long road. I'll see you.
All right.
Diamond ring. What a ring.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Hey, look who's skating. It's Ronald McDonald, the hamburger happy clown. Here he comes. And there he goes.
Well, hi. Isn't that McDonald's hamburger delicious?
Mom told me never to talk to strangers.
Well, your mother's right as always, but I'm Ronald McDonald. Give me a McDonald's shake.
Well, you sound like Ronald.
Here, I'll prove it. I'll give you 3 more hamburgers. I know, you're not supposed to accept gifts from strangers either.
But you're no stranger. You really are Ronald McDonald.
He's Ronald McDonald, the hamburger happy clown. A McDonald's drive-in restaurant is his favorite place in town.
Information.
Operator, will you give me the number, please, of George Kaplan, K-A-P-L-A-N, at 4411 Huguenot Walloon Drive?
That is George Kaplan.
Yes, that's right.
That is Kaplan.
Yes.
That is K as in knife, A as in aardvark, P as in pneumonia, L as in luscious, A as in aardvark. Once again, N as in Newell Post Kaplan.
I think so, yes.
Just one moment, sir. I will look that number up for you.
Thank you very much. Operator, if you could try to hurry.
I am looking the number up for you.
It's just that I'm terribly late here, and I'm hoping...
That number is listed in your directory.
Operator, there is no directory here, I swear to God.
Will you please take a pencil and write the number down?
I promise. I definitely will. Yes.
The number is ordered
Hello.
file.
Hello, operator. Hello.
Information.
Operator.
Information.
Operator, you just collected my dime.
Information is a free service, sir. When you hang up your dime, will be returned to you.
Miss, listen, I know it's usually a free service. See, the thing is, in this case, I heard the dime, you know, hit all those other dimes. I know it's in there, and I wouldn't bother you about a dime. The thing is, it's my last dime. I have no change, and my car has just broken down. I'm already over an hour late for an extremely important appointment, so you can see that it Hello?
Information.
Operator, please return my dime.
I cannot return your dime to you, sir, until you hang up. When you hang up, your dime will be returned to you.
No, it won't, operator. Listen to me. I know that sound. I've heard it all my life. That dime is in there.
Information cannot argue with a closed mind. Why don't you try hanging up?
Because I can't take the chance. I'll lose the dime. I'll lose you. Look, miss, look, can I go over your head? Is there someone else I can speak to? A human being?
You wish to speak to a human being?
Please.
Is this about your alleged dime?
It's a real dime.
Hold on just one moment, sir, and I will connect you with the information supervisor.
Oh, thank you very much. Listen, operator, hello?
Information.
Operator, listen, there's no chance that you would say, accidentally jostle something with your elbow and cut me off completely.
We do not work with our elbows, sir.
Oh, come on. Oh, this is terrible. Oh.
Information supervisor. Can I help you?
I sincerely hope so.
Yes, sir.
Just a minute ago, operator.
Supervisor.
What?
This is the information supervisor.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right.
Supervisor.
Yes.
Just a minute ago, one of your girls inadvertently collected my last dime, and as I was explaining to her, my car... Yes.
Bell telephone doesn't charge a dime.
Yes, I know.
When you hang up, your dime will be returned to you.
I just went through
Information is a completely free service.
Not tonight! Now, miss, please try to understand what I'm saying to you. I'm speaking as one human being to another. Forget that you're an operator.
I'm a supervisor. Information supervisor.
All right, well, Supervisor, Bell Telephone has stolen my dime. That's what it comes down to. And I'm simply going to have
just
to...
a minute,
well, that's what happened. You stole it.
Just a minute.
I trusted you.
Bell Telephone didn't steal your dime.
That's exactly what they did.
But Bell Telephone doesn't need your dime. The Bell Telephone Company gets millions of dimes every day. They didn't pick out your dime.
Yes, they did. They picked it out and they stole it.
If you don't like the way we do things, why don't you deal with some other company?
You know there's nowhere I can turn. You've got to do something.
I'm not going to argue with you.
What do you mean you're not going to argue
You mean to
with
sit there and
Well,
tell me that you think the Bell Telephone Company has stolen your dime?
Exactly what I'm saying.
I'd just be very happy to return your dime to you.
You will?
Yes.
Oh, bless you. Thank you very much.
Not at all. What is your name and address?
Miss?
Yes?
You're going to send me a whole lot of stamps, aren't you?
Yes, we are. That's right.
I knew it. Look, I've received stamps from you people in the past, and it's a wonderful surprise. I need the dime now. Look, can I go over your head? Is there someone else I can speak to?
Yeah, I can connect you with the managing supervisor, Miss Jones.
Please.
Who isn't going to be able to help you either. Why don't you give it a whirl?
Miss Jones, please. And look, please hurry. Please.
Hold the line.
Yes.
Managing Supervisor, Miss Jones. Can I help you?
Oh, Miss Jones. I'm so glad I finally got a hold of you.
What is it, sir?
Miss Jones, this is my story.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh. Miss Jones, a long time ago, one of your operators inadvertently collected my last dime.
Oh, my God.
And you see, Miss Jones, as I explained to her, my car has... I'm sorry. I don't usually do this.
Please, you go ahead and cry. Bell Telephone understands.
Thank you.
Wait, you've lost your dime.
No, she took it away.
Sir, if Bell Telephone has taken your dime, they will be very happy to give you a free call for that dime.
Oh, Miss Jones, if that's true, I'll never forget you as long as I live.
Well, that's true,
oh,
sir.
Thank you, Miss Jones.
No. It's our pleasure to serve you.
Thank you.
You just give me the name of the party you're calling and the number.
Miss Jones.
Yes, sir.
You're dealing here with a broken man. She took the dime before I ever heard the number. Look, forget it. I don't care anymore. Something has snapped in me.
Listen to me, sir. If you will give me the name of the party you're calling, you do know that?
Yes.
Then I'll look the number up for you right here.
Bless you. The name is George Kaplan, Kaplan, is a Newell Post?
Right. Hold on, sir.
Yes, thank you.
Hello, sir.
Yes,
I have that number for you.
Thank you, yes.
That number is ought to been 1954.
Oh, thank you, Miss Jones. Now tell me what to do.
Hold on to your receiver.
Hold on to the receiver. Right.
Until you hear the dial tone.
Wait for the dial.
Then dial your number, sir. You have a free call.
Thank you, Miss Jones. I'll never forget you.
This is a recording. You have dialed a wrong exchange.
Well, I'm gonna do me.
Hey, I know who you are. You're Dean Martin. You know who I am?
No, I don't.
Would you mind asking around? Oh, never mind. I know how I'll find out. Oh. How you like that? I'm Virginia Mayo.
I'll take your word for it. Just don't ask me to hold the mayo.
No, never mind. I remember it now. I remember. I'm Phil Burnside. I just came in there for a little drink, before going to work. Just started to settle my nerves.
What kind of work do you do?
I'm a brain surgeon. You know what?
What?
The brain is the most important. It's the most important part about the human body.
Oh.
Now just think. Go ahead, think.
No, the most important is breath.
No. I guess I blew that one. You just think. Give it a little thought now. Just what would a man be without a brain?
A politician.
Oh, no, he'd be a vegetable. And I know some of them have turned into fruits. Hey, do you have a drinking problem?
No, not as long as the bars are open.
It's not easy being a surgeon. You have to have nerves of steel. The brain is a very delicate organ. It has three main parts. It has the cerebrum and the cerebellum. And then there's one more. The what the heck they call it? Oh, forget it. I'll know it when I see it. Excuse me. That reminds me. I've got to get back to the hospital.
Oh, you want me to give you a lift?
Oh, of course not. I wouldn't think of driving with anybody in your condition.
I'd like you to meet a man who's a world-famed author, a lecturer, traveler, bon vivant, gourmet, gourmand, roue, and best of all, raconteur. I think we all know him by his dapper little trademark, a pencil-thin mustache. Would you all welcome, please, Mr. Martin Lasser. Maybe you should tell us how that happened, first of all, Martin.
You mean my dapper little trademark? Well, I just wasn't thinking while shaving this morning, and half my trademark went on the floor.
I might say Martin very graciously has agreed to go through with this performance, but he's canceled all others until it grows back out. We're very grateful to him.
Well, I checked with my doctor, and he says it will grow in about 2 or 3 weeks.
That's good to hear. What we want to get to, Martin, is some of those great stories that you tell as only you can. That, well, they have that Martin Lasser stamp on them. Could we have one right away?
Sure. Well, as you know, Larry, when I first started in this business, I was a cub reporter on the old St. Paul Ledger-Dispatch, Eagle Tribune, Courier-Citizen, Beacon Journal, Plain Dealer, Deseret News, and Daily Item.
That was a famous merger, wasn't it?
Yes, it was, yeah. Well, I was in the city room there one day, and I heard the phone ring, and I heard the editor talking to somebody. It seems that there was a man hanging from the 15th floor of the Vaseline building over at 16th and Walnut. So I said to the editor, I said, could I go over and cover that story?
This would be a big break for you in the newspaper game.
Oh, I don't know. So, he says to me, go on over and cover it. He said, take public transportation.
What was that, do you remember?
Trolley car. So I get over there about 15 minutes later.
He's still hanging up there then?
Yes, and there's a crowd of people there, policemen, firemen with nets and everything. And I said, well, now, has anybody tried to humor this man? You know, take his mind off his troubles, tell him a few stories, something, talk him back in.
Well, that's what they do at a time like that, I've noticed.
Yeah, they said no. I said, well, would you mind if I tried?
Let me ask you this. Were you known for having a sense of humor?
Not particularly. So I go in the building. They have the power turned off.
Boy, you have to walk up 15 flights.
I finally get up there, and there's a policeman standing outside the door that leads to the room to the window where he's hanging. And I said to him, I've been authorized to go in there and to talk to this man.
Sure.
And he says, well, go ahead. And he opened the door for me. So I go in, and I go across the room right up to the window. And I said to him,
What did you say to him?
I said to him,
Well, Martin, maybe that'll come back to you later on. We've got to keep moving. I remember when you were here once before, you had a great story about the fishermen off the Grand Banks and an experience you had with them. Could we have that one? Martin? Remember the Grand Banks fishing story?
Oh, yeah, right. I was doing a 1,500-word piece for a magazine on fishing in the North Atlantic.
That's the one I had in mind. Now, that's a rough, cold, rigorous kind of life, isn't it, fishing off the Grand Banks?
Well, it's not for me. Oh. We were up there in November, and it was bitter cold. And we're on a fishing smack the Rita B. And I'm just sitting there, and they're pulling in all this mackerel and cod and haddock and everything. And I look over here to the starboard, and I see this submarine surface with a foreign insignia on it.
Well, was this wartime?
No, but I see this thing happen. So I turned to the captain, and I said, Captain, I said, until I said,
Martin, I hate to rush you again like this, but there are other things to be done, other guests waiting to come out here. Do you have one story that you do remember the ending to?
well, I wrote one down.
Oh, good.
So I wouldn't forget it. It goes like this. Well, that's all right, sir, but this is Tuesday.
This is Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Oh, it is kind of funny the more you think about it, I guess. Now, what is the story that starts out and ends up that way? Well, I hope next time we invite you here, Martin, your memory and your mustache will both be improved. Martin Lasser, ladies and gentlemen.
McDonald's is our kind of place. It's such a happy place. Happy place. A clean and snappy place. McDonald's is our kind of place. It's such a happy place. McDonald's is our kind of place. Your kind of place.
McDonald's believes in getting food to your kids before they get to each other. Such good food, too. McDonald's famous French fries, triple thick creamy shakes, lean beefy cheeseburgers and hamburgers, icy cold soft drinks. And here's a plus, spill-proof lids on all beverages. Another plus, napkins that are big as a bib. Quality, cleanliness, extra care service. That's McDonald's. A total value that's unmatched anywhere.
McDonald's is our kind of place. It's such a happy place. McDonald's is our kind of place.
Your kind of place.
It's a beautiful night, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. It's great to be alive.
How would you know?
Starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight.
Make a wish.
I did.
Well, I hope it comes true.
We'll find out later. Give me a little push, will you?
Get mine started.
Starlight, starlight.
Oh, hush. Well, how was dinner?
The hash was a little tough. My teeth ain't what they used to be.
They ain't where they used to be.
Garden looks nice, don't it?
Yeah, it sure does.
Yeah. There was a snail on the rose bush this morning.
Did you kill it?
I tried to, but it got away. Well, what do you want to do tonight?
Oh, I don't much care.
That feels even better.
Read your newspaper.
Molly,
Hmm?
why don't we have another kid?
You're too old to have kids.
No, Ollie, I've been an ideal husband. I didn't drink, I didn't gamble, I didn't chase after other women.
On the other hand, you were home a lot.
Have it your way.
What's new in the paper?
Now, don't rush me. Oh, well. I'll get it next time, Clark. Says here, Bobby Kennedy is running for president.
Oh, ain't he the one with the 10 kids?
Yep.
Guess he'll do anything to get out of the house.
Oh, here's an item about Richard Nixon.
Oh, I call him Avis,
Why?
'cause he's always number 2.
Oh, I sure like to live. I was saying I sure like to live to be 130.
Why?
Just to see him win once.
Ain't neither one of you gonna make it.
Says here Nelson Rockefeller is, he's talking like one of them 18-year-olds.
How's that?
Says if he's drafted, he'll run.
You know, I think Johnson's gonna run for president.
He said he wouldn't.
Not him, her.
It's getting a bit chilly.
Yeah, let's go inside and turn on Lawrence Welk.
I don't think that's possible.
Boy, you're full of them tonight. Get me started.
All right, dear. One, 2,
2.
Blast off!
Here we go.
3.
Let's go upstairs and watch the 11 o'clock news.
It's 10 o'clock now.
Oh, no, if we hurry, we can still make it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now take a 10-minute break. During this time, we are pleased to present, for your entertainment, the vocal stylings of the multi-talented Mr. Telly Savalas. We hope you enjoy.
When the world starts to kick you around, you find yourself flat on the ground. It's a sure one to find there'll be someone to jive you and try to keep bringing you down. Now, for a while, you might take that abuse and convince yourself to stay loose. But then one day, he'll throw you away and say you're good for nobody's use. But then I'll come your way, turn your blackest night into day. When you're needing it bad cause of rough times you've had, I'm gonna look you straight in the eye and I'm gonna say, who loves you, baby? Who loves you, baby? By now you ought to know. Well, I can't always let it show. Who loves you, baby? By now you really ought to know. Who loves you, baby? Who loves you? This is one thing I don't want to blow. Baby, baby, won't you tell me what I want to know? Oh, baby, baby, won't you tell me what I want to know? Now, if you wake up one day feeling ugly, thinking you're 10 or 12 pounds overweight, you should know I don't care if there's gray in your hair. If there's hair at all, I think that's just great. Now, this carnival life that we're riding gives no one the room to start hiding. So I don't want to hear that you've turned a deaf ear to my words and started backsliding. 'Cause then I'll come your way, turn your blackest night into day. When you're needing it bad for some rough times you've had, I'm gonna look you straight in the eye and I'm gonna say, who loves you, baby? By now you ought to know. This is one thing I don't want to blow. Baby, baby, won't you tell me what I want to know? Oh,
You know, as I approach the prime of my life, I find I have the time of my life. Learning to enjoy at my leisure all the simple pleasures. And so I happily concede. This is all I ask. This is all I need. Hey, beautiful girl, would you walk a little slower when you walk by me? Lingering sunsets, stay a little longer with a lonely sea. Children everywhere. Hey, when you shoot at those big bad men, please shoot at me. Take me to that strange enchanted land grown-ups seldom understand. Wandering rainbow, leave a little color for my heart to own. Stars in the sky make my dreams come true before the night has flown, and let the music play as long as there's a song to sing. And I will stay younger than spring.
It's 5 minutes till showtime.
But I'll tell you something. The title I'm most proud of earning was bestowed upon me by a number of children, and the one that has given me the most pleasure over the years. It's a title which I wear with a badge of merit, and that title is Papa. The men in my little girl's life, the men in my little girl's life. You know, it seems like only yesterday when my little kid would come up to me and say, "Hey, Papa, there's a boy outside. His name is, who can remember? Anyway, Papa, he wants to play and can I, Papa, please, oh, please, Papa." Was it really so long ago when my little kid would come up to me and want to know? Papa, there's a boy outside. His name is, who can remember? Cute little fat kid, I know. Very cuddly. And he wants to know if he can carry my books for me. Can he, Papa? Oh, please, Papa. And Papa, he's got freckles. Could be all bad, right? The man in my little girl's life, the man in my little girl's life. And then came those ponytails and jeans, and my little kid was in her teens. And now it was, hey, Popsy, there's a dude outside. His name is,
It's 3 minutes till showtime.
Take me to the prom. Can he, Popsy? I'm Popsy, he's groovy. Papa, we'll be home early, okay? Before I knew it, time had flown, and how my little kid had grown. And now the routine went something like this. Father, there's a boy outside. His name is... I hated this kid, you know? With that petulant smile and that vitalis hair all through his town. And Mr. Scavalis, you can pronounce my name right. I could have kicked him. And Father, he wants to know if we can go steady. And Papa, can we borrow the car? Yes? Seems like only yesterday. When my little kid would come up to me and say, Papa, I don't know how to tell you this, but there's a boy outside.
It's 2 minutes till showtime.
Socrates Karras Jr. And we call him Jim for short, Papa. And he asked me to marry him, Papa. And I said, yes, Papa, because I love him. And you got something in your eye, Pop. The man Papa, the kids, adolescent, teenager, young woman, or wife. And oh yes, there's another man in my little girl's life. Papa, there's a boy outside, and I know you know his name is Telly Nicholas. And he wants to know if Grandpa would babysit for him.
It's 1 minute till showtime.
Yes, thank you, Papa. Papa, good night. And Pop, I love you. The men in my little girl's life. The men.
We sincerely hope you have enjoyed the preceding musical interlude. We now return you to your program.
The gentleman sitting here on my left has a collection that I'm sure is the envy of almost every hobbyist viewing tonight. This is his collection right here. Now, his name is Parnell W. Garr. Right? It rings a bell, I know, with all you collectors of odd-shaped fruits and vegetables. I wonder, for the non-viewer or non-hobbyist looking in, Parnell, if you could tell us a little bit about your collection.
I'd be happy to, Ray. My collection consists of odd-shaped fruit and vegetables. I've traveled all over the country to assemble the classic items that I have here tonight. Whenever I see a story in the paper about someone who's raised a Hubbard squash in the shape of an elephant, I hop on a plane and fly out and dicker with them to get the item for my collection.
And I assume that you have some of the more prized specimens here in these paper sacks.
Yes, I do. I discovered that you can't get albums for a collection such as mine. And it costs quite a bit to fly around the country adding things to it. So to cut corners, I decided to put them all in brown paper sacks.
Well, you know, it's too bad they don't have albums for collections such as yours. But I notice you have them all neatly labeled, though, as to what's inside,
Yes,
what
I
you
do.
paid for them, and where you got them and everything.
Well, that gives me all the pertinent information. Then later on, I'll know where it came from. For instance, this bag here tells me that inside is a cluster of 5 carrots grown from a single seed and attached at the top. I bought that from an old gentleman in Minnesota in 1974, and I paid $3.25 for it.
Well, that's a pretty good price to pay, I guess. 5 carrots connected together and grown from a single seed.
I think so. The old gentleman needed money, so he parted with it cheap. Of course, I had to fly from my home in Florida to Minneapolis, and that was about $400. So that doesn't really mean what that item is worth.
Well, you have to figure in your airfare. This thing here intrigues me. I just spotted
that one near you, yeah.
It says cantaloupe in the shape of a dill pickle.
Dill pickle, that's right.
That's hard for me to imagine. I wonder, would it be possible for you, Parnell, to open one of these sacks and to describe and show our viewers just one of these specimens? I know they're quite nice to see.
You want me to open one of the sacks right here?
Would you like to see some of these specimens? I'm sure they would. So if it's not too much bother, Parnell, would you do that?
No, it's not too much trouble.
Beautiful.
You sure you want to see it? I think I can just remove the tape. There you are.
Oh, my God. Oh, shit. Oh, hey. Here.
Well, don't give it to me.
Boy, that smells terrible.
You've got to realize this fresh produce is 4 or 5 years old. That cantaloupe shaped like a dill pickle I picked up in September of '72. That's 6 years old.
I don't care about the date. Just seal it up, will you? I mean, it's really getting to me. It's getting me in the eyes.
Well, you know, there just doesn't seem to be any way of keeping odd-shaped fruit and vegetables odd-shaped. I haven't found it anyway. That's why I put the stickers across the top of the bag.
Well, actually, what you have here is garbage.
Well, I suppose you could term it that, yeah. But of course, I saw all of this stuff when it was fresh, and I have the memory in my mind of all of these things before they decayed.
Well, listen.
Now, for instance, here's a tomato shaped just like a chicken. That's the way that grew. Look at that.
Oh, hey. That's worse than the first one. Oh, boy. Oh, man, get this.
Just remember, you asked me to come here, Ray.
Listen, I accept full responsibility for having you open these things. Would you please pack them and leave? I don't want to be impolite.
All
Please,
right,
please
will.
understand.
Maybe I'll
this
take
is
them
making
over
me sick to my stomach.
Dinah Shore.
What?
I might take them to Dinah Shore. She might like to see them.
Okay, but please, I don't mean to be rude, but would you take it and leave, please?
All right. I guess this wasn't the place to display them.
Well, I sure hope this doesn't discourage all you future hobbyists from looking for a hobby of your own. Oh, man, this is... I wonder, backstage, could somebody bring out some oil of wintergreen or something? Clear this up? This is... Johnny, please.
All right, friends, what it was that we had all went down to Dallas, Texas. It was Saturday before last, I believe it was, on New Year's Day. We had all went down there to put on this tent service. And we got there about dinner time, and I took me a great notion that I would love to get me a mouthful to eat before it was that we set up the tent, don't you know? And so I did, and I got off of the truck, and I followed these people up through this little path, through this patch of woods, and pretty soon, sure enough, we come up on a big sign. It says, "Get something to eat here." So I went up and got 2 hot dogs and a big orange drink. And before that I could take every mouthful of that food, why, this whole raft of people come up around me and got me up like that to where I couldn't eat nothing, and I dropped my big orange drink. I did, friends. And they commenced to move, and they want not one thing that I could do but move with them. So we commenced to go through all kinds of doors and gates and I don't know what all, and pretty soon we come up on one that says North Gate. And we kept on going through there, and pretty soon come up on a young boy. And he says, "Ticket, please." And I says, "Friend, I don't have a ticket. I don't even know where it is that I'm a-going." I did. And he says, "Come out as quick as you can." And I says, "I'll do her. I'll turn right around the first chance I get." And that seemed to be all right. So we kept on a-going. And pretty soon, everybody got where it was they wanted to be because they parted, and I could see pretty good. And friends, the thing that I seen was this whole raft of people a-setting on these 2 banks and looking at one another across this pretty little green cow pasture down there. They was. and somebody had tuck and drawed white lines all over it and drove posties in it and I don't know what all. And I looked down there and I seen 5 or 6 convicts just a-running up and down. They was, and a-blowing whistles, and the police just a-standing and a-watching. And then, friends, I looked down there and I seen 15 or 20 of the prettiest girls you ever seen wearing these little bitty short dresses and a-dancing around. And so I thought to myself I'd sit down and see what it was that was going to happen. And by the time that I got down there real good, I looked down there and I seen 30 or 40 men come running out of one end of a great big outhouse down there. They did, and everybody where I was a-setting got up and hollered. And about that time, 30 or 40 come running out of the other end of that outhouse, and the other bank full, they got up and hollered. And I asked this fellow that was a-setting beside of me, I says, friend, I says, what is it that everybody's a-hollering for? Well, he whopped me on the back and he says, buddy, have a drink. Well, I says, I believe I will have another big orange. And I got it and sat back down. And by the time I had got down there again real good, I looked down there and I seen that them men had got in 2 little bitty bunches down there, real close together. And they voted. They voted and elected 1 man apiece. And them 2 men come out in the middle of that cow pasture and shook hands like they hadn't seen one another in a long time. And then a convict come over to where it was they was a-standing. He did, and he took out a quarter, and they come into odd man right there. They did, friends. And after a while, I found out what it was that they was odd manning for. It was that both bunches full of them men wanted this funny-looking little pumpkin to play with. They did, and I know they couldn't eat it because they kicked it there the whole evening, and it never busted. Anyhow, what I was a-telling was, both bunches full wanted that thing, and one bunch got it, and it made the other bunch just as mad as they could be. And friends, it did. Friends, I seen that evening the awfulest fight that I have ever seen in my life. I did. They would run at one another and kick one another and throw one another down and grind their feet in one another and I don't know what all. And just as fast as one of them would get hurt, they'd tote him off and run another on. And they'd done that as long as I sat there. But pretty soon, this boy that had said, ticket please, he come up to me and he says, friend, he says, you're going to have to leave because it is that you don't have a ticket. And I says, well, all right. And I got up and left. And I don't know to this day what it was there's a-doing down there, but I have studied about it. And I think, friends, that it's some kindly of a contest where they see which bunchful of them men can take that pumpkin and run from one end of that cow pasture to the other without either getting knocked down or stepping in something.
And now, a television history minute. When a TV show becomes a hit, the producers invariably try to ride the wave of popularity. Many times this is achieved in the form of a spin-off, a new TV show based on characters from the original hit TV show. Over the years, many popular television shows have produced spin-offs, but only one TV show can boast a record number of spin-offs while being a spin-off in its own right.
Sunday, Monday, Happy Days.
Happy Days, one of the most popular TV shows of the 1970s, spawned 5 spin-offs of its own. The only other TV show to rival Happy Days in terms of spin-offs is All in the Family, which had 7 spin-offs, but 2 of them were actually spin-offs of spin-offs.
Schlemiel, Schlemazel, Hasenpfeffer Incorporated.
Laverne and Shirley, the first spin-off of the Happy Days franchise, was based on characters who were introduced on Happy Days as acquaintances of Fonzie.
Oh, it's nice, and a tie, too. And a hanky. Is that for showing or for blowing?
Laverne and Shirley was a hit, running for 8 seasons, and, by its 3rd season, was the most watched TV show in America. A year after the debut of Laverne and Shirley, another Happy Days spin-off debuted, Blansky's Beauties, starring Nancy Walker as Nancy Blansky, Howard Cunningham's cousin, who was a longtime Las Vegas showbiz veteran and den mother to a bevy of beautiful Las Vegas showgirls. The series was a ratings flop and was canceled after only 13 episodes.
Nanu
1 year later came another spin-off, Mork and Mindy, starring Robin Williams as an extraterrestrial who comes to Earth from the planet Ork. Mork first appeared in an episode during the 5th season of Happy Days.
I am Mork from Ork.
ABC executives wanted to feature a spaceman in order to capitalize on the popularity of the recently released movie, Star Wars. The character of Mork attempts to take Richie Cunningham back to his planet of Ork as a specimen but is foiled by Fonzie. In the initial broadcast, it turned out that Richie had dreamt the whole thing. But when the character of Mork became popular and was given a show of his own, the syndicated episode was edited to show Mork erasing the experience from everyone's minds.
Would you welcome, please, Jimmy Brogan. Jimmy?
After seeing stand-up comedian Jimmy Brogan on The Tonight Show, ABC television executives decided to create a show for him, and thus Out of the Blue was born. Brogan played the character Random, an angel in training who was assigned as a guardian angel for a suburban Chicago family. To capitalize on the success of Happy Days, the character of Random was featured in one episode of Happy Days as a launch vehicle for the new series. Due to a scheduling mix-up, the Happy Days episode featuring Random was not aired until a week after the debut episode of Out of the Blue, defeating the whole point of featuring the character on Happy Days. This, along with poor writing, doomed the series, which ended after only 7 episodes. The 5th and final Happy Days spin-off was Joni Loves Chachi, which followed the 2 Happy Days characters as they moved to Chicago and tried to make it on their own with a rock band and a music career. They didn't make it, and the series was cancelled after 17 episodes. Besides these true spin-offs, Happy Days and its spin-off shows also spawned several animated series for the Saturday morning cartoon crowd. These shows included Fonz and the Happy Days Gang, Laverne and Shirley in the Army, and the Mork and Mindy, Laverne and Shirley, Fonz Hour. What most folks don't know is that Happy Days itself was a spin-off, sort of, from the television show Love American Style. In the winter of 1971, Michael Eisner, who would later become Disney CEO, and Paramount executive Tom Miller were snowed in at Newark Airport and spent that time writing a show together. The script was accepted by Paramount as a pilot, and the unsold pilot was filmed in 1971. Paramount passed on making it into a weekly series, and the pilot was recycled with the title Love and the television set as an episode of Love American Style. Later on, in reruns, it was retitled Love and the Happy Days. A year later, with the success of the 50s-based Broadway musical, Grease, and the movie American Graffiti starring Ron Howard, there was a renewed interest in the 1950s era. TV show creator Gary Marshall and ABC jumped on the bandwagon, recasting the unsold pilot and turning Happy Days into one of the most successful TV series of the 1970s. This has been a Television History Minute, or 5.
I just invented this. My decision maker. I built it to help me decide which McDonald's food is best. I can never make up my mind. What do you like best?
Cheeseburger!
Right. I can't decide either. Let's see what my machine thinks. I'll put in a hamburger, some French fries, and a triple thick shake. Hamburgers, that's what's best. Wait, now it says French fries. Whoops. I don't think my machine can decide either. They're all so good. Hey, it ate them. That was my dinner. I guess we'll never know which one is best. We'll just have to go on eating them all. Isn't that too bad?
You know, Johnny, I meant to ask you one thing during rehearsal the other. How long have you been in show business?
2 years.
2 years. Gosh, that's amazing. I've been in it practically all my life. Well, you're certainly doing a wonderful job.
Well, thank you, Jack, and I want to tell you that I never miss one of your television shows.
You watch all of them?
Every single one of them.
Well, isn't that nice?
And Jack...
Mm-hmm.
Jack.
Yes?
Would you mind if I made a few little suggestions? Well, in the nature of constructive criticism. You don't mind, do you?
No. I think constructive criticism is good for everybody, you know. How long did you say you were in show business?
2 years.
Well, Johnny, what are some of these criticisms?
Well, for one thing, Jack, and I'm sure this can easily be corrected.
Well, good.
One thing I notice is your pace seems to be, a little off or something, not quite right. It seems, pacing seems a little slow.
You mean you don't like my timing? Huh?
Well, let me put it this way, Jack. It's all right to be slow, but you're sort of a lazy Perry Como.
Well, I think, comments like that, if they can further my career. And how long were you in show business?
2 years.
I mean, not 2 years and 6 months or 2 years and 3 months. Just
2 years.
2 years. Well, Johnny.
Now, another criticism.
Oh, is there more?
Yes. Jack, I'm kind of concerned with that long take you do at the audience.
You mean you don't like that after I tell a joke, the way I stare at the audience, is that it?
No. I always have the feeling that you're surprised they're still there.
I see.
Now, fortunately, that also can be easily corrected.
Oh, well, that's fine, then. Well, if you're through now...
Well, there is one more thing.
Well, then tell me. I mean, don't keep anything away from your idol. Out with it.
Well, as long as I'm being constructive, Jack, this I have to tell you. Now, you may not realize this, but every move you make, your delivery, every little inflection that you have, is exactly the way I work, and I don't think it's fair. See, you're staring again.
Now, listen to me, Mr. Carson.
Call me Johnny.
I'll call you anything. You've got a lot of nerve saying that I'm stealing your style. Everything I've done since I started in show business. 22 years ago. And if I were going to copy anybody, it wouldn't be an unfunny, untalented upstart like you.
Well,
now cut that!
20th Century Locks presents Pat O'Ryan and James Gagney in Sing Sing Ding-a-Ling.
Father, you gotta hide me. You gotta hide me, Father.
This is the police. Come out, Fingers. We know you're in there.
What did I tell you, Father? It's him. You gotta hide me. Father, you gotta hide me. We gotta get a new parish, Father. Let's pray for it. I'll hold it, Father. I'll hold him back. Don't worry, Father. Listen, you gotta hide me.
I'm sorry, son. I can't help you.
Father, you gotta help me. I swear, Father, I won't cheat anymore. Really, I'll reform. I'll refrain.
No, you've lied, you've cheated, you've embezzled. You must pay your debt to society.
All right, Father. Tell me how much it is. I'll steal it.
You have 2 minutes to come out of there, Fingers.
Come, son.
No, wait a minute. You can't turn me in. You're my brother, Father.
I know I'm your brother, son.
Wait a minute. A brother, Father, wouldn't turn in a brother's son.
I'm afraid I must come.
Where did I go wrong? Where did I go wrong?
I don't know. We both had the same upbringing. We both went to parochial school together. We went to church together. We went to the seminary together. But I became a priest, and you became a hoodlum. Who knows why, Tommy?
I know why, Dickie. Because Mother Superior always liked you best.
dear? Be all set.
Oh,
Bus will be leaving in about 20 minutes.
are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, I do hope it isn't late. I'm so anxious to see Martha's new baby.
Me too.
I want to get there before it goes to sleep.
Me too. It'll come along any minute.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
I wonder, could you tell me possibly...
I could tell you anything you want, yes. What would you like to know?
Oh. Could you possibly tell me the number of the bus that I take to go to Riverdale?
Riverdale? Oh, yes. You take the number 6 bus. It'll get you there in about 20 minutes.
No, darling, you're wrong. My husband made a mistake. Number 5 is your bus.
Thank you.
I beg your pardon. See, I've been riding these buses day in and day out. Number 6 is your bus.
Well, I'll just go check at the information desk.
Why'd you tell him number 5? Number 6 is the bus you should take.
Darling, I went to school in Riverdale.
I know that the bus should take a number 6
You
bus.
know that you're
know
pretty
that I
vague
know.
about numbers.
I'm not vague about numbers, and I know
Harry,
that...
what are you
I'm not
so
telling...
stubborn?
I'm just
It
telling
is
you that...
number 5,
Not
darling.
number 5.
It is
Number 6 is the bus that you should take. I know.
Don't get me annoyed now. Don't get me annoyed.
I'm not getting you
It's
annoyed.
number
I know it's
5,
number 6.
that's all.
Don't tell me. Will you keep out of this? Number 5. Don't you understand? Number 5 is...
Excuse me, sir. I don't want to start a quarrel between...
Oh, you're not starting any quarrel. This started a year before we were married. All you're doing is giving us new material to argue upon. Now, you just sit right down here and wait for bus number 6.
Wait for it. Get on. Have a nice nap. And when you get up in the morning, you'll be in Mexico City. Because that's where number 6 goes, Mexico City. Number 5 is your bus.
Bus number 5 leaving.
Oh, there's your bus. Have a nice trip.
He's not going on any...
Harry, let this man go. He's going to be late for the bus. Harry, why are you so stubborn?
I'm not stubborn. I'm telling you this man is going to go. He's not going on any number 5.
He's going on number 5.
He's not going on a bus number 5.
He is. Now you made him miss his bus.
He didn't miss any bus. The bus is number 6. 5 is not missing.
Oh, sir, excuse me, sir. Which bus do I take to get to Riverdale?
Why, you go right out on the
You
platform.
keep out of this. Sit down. Sit down straight. You're going to take bus number 5.
Bus number 6.
Out. Believe me. You're taking bus number 6.
Dear friends, bus number 5.
You're taking bus number 6.
I certainly am grateful to you folks.
Oh, there's no reason for you to be grateful. You asked for help, and what kind of people would we be if we didn't try to help you?
That's right. After all, what is a human being when he cannot help another human being?
Bus number 5 leaving.
Yeah, there's your bus. Have
This
a
is not
nice
his
trip.
bus. Why don't you get off there? Nice little meat for crying out loud. I wanted to pick your pants up.
Folks, I'm really very grateful for what you're trying to do. But let me explain something to you. You see, I've got to get to Riverdale tonight. See, my wife and I were separated about 2 years ago. It was very sad. And I have a date to meet her tonight in Riverdale to talk about reconciliation. We may get back together again.
Sure.
Yes. And you see, well, she was very mean to me, but I do love her.
She was mean to you and you still love her? Well, why are you taking a bus? Why don't you crawl there on your yelly-livered belly?
You love that woman. You go back to her and plead for forgiveness.
You're right. That's exactly what I'm going to do.
Bus number 5.
Ah, there's your bus.
Oh,
leaving. Bus number 7. Here's our bus. Why don't you get dressed like nice people? I'm not kidding.
Get yourself ready for a trip through McDonald land. Take along a friend and grab a hold of Ronald's hand. Follow Ronald McDonald through the land of apple pie trees. And don't be surprised if you meet Big Mac and Big Cheese. Shake volcanoes, you'll even find a French fry thatch. Now just turn around and see if you won't find a hamburger patch as you're heading for a McDonald's in McDonald land, a McDonald's in McDonald land, a McDonald's.
Some of you may have seen an item a couple months ago about an unexploded shell that was found in London. It happens quite often over there. They were raising a building and they were digging down the foundation. They found this unexploded shell. And they still have a bomb squad, an expert, courageous team of men, and they go out and they carefully defuse this bomb. It takes them like an hour to work off the cap. And they publish the pictures, always very exciting. But it got me to wondering what would ever happen if a non-courageous, non-expert team of men were ever faced with the problem of defusing one of these bombs. So you're going to have to picture, if you will, this is the police station of a small eastern coastal city, and the chief of police is sitting at his desk. Now, this is the only police department that has a Princess phone. Hello, Lieutenant Stevenson here. Patrolman Willard Hackmaster. Oh, hello, Willard. Willard, you're supposed to call in every hour, you know. You've found a shell on the beach. You think that's unusual? Do you, Willard, finding a shell on the beach? It isn't that kind of shell. What's the matter? Doesn't it sound like the ocean when you hold it up to your ear, Willard? Oh, that kind of shell. Oh, it's probably a dud of some kind, Willard. I'll send some men out and they... Oh, is that right? Gee, I was sort of hoping that was your watch making that noise, Willard. I'm going to give it to you straight, Willard. You got a live one there, Willard. Willard, stop that whining. Willard, you've got nothing to worry about. I got the manual right here in front of me. Now, you and I are going to disarm that thing, Willard. Well, I'm not coming down there, no, Willard. I can't leave. Don't bring it in here, Willard, no. Willard, I have the manual right here in front of me. Now describe the thing to me. Yeah, it sounds like a torpedo of some kind, Willard. It's probably one of ours. Are there any markings on it? Made in Japan. It still could be one of ours, Willard. Yeah, are there any numbers or anything like that on it, Willard? M114. Let me look that up, Willard. Nothing, Willard. Well, boy, you found a beauty there, Willard.
You know how powerful that thing is, Willard? 6 city blocks, Willard, huh? What do you mean you call me back? There's a telephone booth 7 blocks away. Willard, Willard, I know this is dangerous, but if we can save 1 human life, that's the way you feel about it, eh, Willard? Willard, I've got the manual right here in front of me. Now, we're going to disarm that thing if it's the last... We're going to disarm that thing, Willard. Yeah, now, according to the manual here, there are 4 screws holding on a plate toward the rear of the thing. You see the screws? Yeah, now, according to the manual, those screws should be carefully removed with an LZ 111 screwdriver with a plastic handle and a demagnetized head. You don't have one, huh, Willard? Well, try a dime then, Willard. See you got it off, Willard? Now, inside there's a sort of wheel. You see the wheel? Yeah, why don't you try turning the wheel to the right, see what happens, Willard? It's ticking a lot faster now, isn't it? All right, turn it back, Willard. Willard, are you talking to somebody there? There's a kid there. Well, get the kid out of there, Willard. The kid says it's his. It's a toy torpedo? Let me talk to the kid, Willard. He ran down to the beach with it. You kept me on the phone here for 10 minutes, Willard? What was that noise, Willard? The toy torpedo just sunk a fishing trawler. You think he's a midget? Well, it's out of our hands. It's in the Coast Guard's now, Willard. Right, goodbye.
Well, good evening. See, we have a rather small class tonight, but perhaps it's a bright one. Moving right along, let's see who we have here with us tonight. Booker T. Roosevelt Jones. Here. Yeah. And Pat Muldoon.
Right on.
Hey, nice to know you, Muldoon. Good to see you.
How you doing there, Jones?
Yeah, good to see you.
I guess it's just the 2 of us.
Yeah.
You know? Say, are you making a booty?
No. This is a cover for my golf clubs.
Oh. Say, were you surprised when your wife told you the news?
Are you kidding? We were both surprised.
Yeah.
She took an aspirin by mistake. Since you both answered the question correctly, you can move up a chair.
We got promoted.
I know.
Yeah, that's great.
Wait a minute, you didn't say may I.
Oh, he's all right. Yeah.
You just funny enough. Some humor there. Yeah. Now, we'll get together here every Wednesday night and teach you everything you wanted to know about being a father, but we're afraid to ask. Yeah. Well, now, are there any questions? Yeah. Well, good, then we'll move right on with the nomenclature. All right, now, the nomenclature of a baby. Baby has 10 toesies, 1 nosy, and 1 itty-bitty belly button.
Say there, Professor. In which area is the nomenclature located?
Oh, well, we'll get to that a little later when we get to know each other better. Now, gentlemen, we're going to move in what we call now the field. So if you'll pick up your individual babies here that we'll be able to work with, just step up and take one, please. Okay, fine. And yours, please. Oh, wait a minute. No. That's not yours. See, yours is in the back of the box.
They all look alike to me. This is ridiculous. Here I am sitting here learning about babies, and tonight was my night to play poker.
Well, so what? Big deal.
Yeah, well, you can say that. It was payday at the plant. Tonight, a big regular loser was going to be there. Regular big loser.
Gentlemen, now...
Guy that loses all the time is going to be there.
Well, whatever. Now, gentlemen, the important thing we have to learn now is bathing the baby. Now, does anybody know how to bathe the baby?
I do. I know all about that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, first you put the baby in some water.
Yeah. Well, what if the baby turns red?
The water's too hot.
What if it turns blue?
Water's too cold.
Well, what if the baby turns white?
I got the wrong baby.
Sure you never had a baby before? You want to just step over here to the diapering table now, please, gentlemen?
Step all around the place.
Demonstrate how to do this now. This is the new three-corner diaper. It's very easy. You just take your pins like this, pin them like that.
What if your kids only got two corners?
Now, if you gentlemen
I know how to
try
do this.
that,
You come from a big family.
very simple. Should be able to put it together in about 15
Problem
seconds.
diapering a giant baby.
Right,
Hardly
put it on.
Yeah, look at that. How about that?
Look at it. You got this thing all wrong. Look at it.
Yes. Well, now that we've given the baby a bath and had it diapered and everything, we'll have to put the baby to bed. Now,
Yeah.
Of course, you know the old familiar lullaby that we sing.
Then like-
Rock-a-bye, baby, baby.
Baby, where did our love go? Please don't leave me all by myself. Baby,
Wrong on that. Do you want to just put down the babies, please? Now, we're going to get to the most important part, the suitcase.
What suitcase?
A suitcase. Well, now you know that a baby never comes when it's expected, so you have to be prepared at all times. Now, we must put the correct things in the suitcase. Now, we're going to put in a nightgown.
Right.
And the slippers.
Mhm.
And we're going to put in a toothbrush.
Right.
And, of course, the lead pipe.
Oh, hold it. What lead pipe? What for?
You don't know about the lead pipe?
No, I know. I don't know about the lead pipe.
You don't know about the lead pipe?
In fact, I don't know about the lead pipe.
Well, you see, we covered that in lesson 1. You
I
weren't
wasn't here.
I was here. I learned all. I know about the lead pipe.
Well, perhaps
I
we
got
could-
that down. Perfect.
We could demonstrate for him then. All right, now here's what we'll do. Now, you be the expectant mother. Now, you're the father. All right, now.
You lucky devil, you.
You have to get the mother to the hospital. Now, you have the suitcase. Now, you don't have your car working, so you have to get a taxi cab.
He ain't working either.
Not after the show. Go ahead.
Let me show you now. Here, I'll just demonstrate.
Wait a minute now. He's the expectant mother.
Yes.
I'm the husband to be.
Right. And he's a cab driver.
He's a cab
Our
driver.
car ain't working. We got to get a cab and go to the hospital.
Okay.
Okay? We're coming out of the apartment building now, right? Okay. Now watch it. Ooh, honey, help me around this doorway now. Ooh, they're coming in every 30 seconds now. Oh, my goodness.
Okay.
Yes, I'm certainly an unexpected mother. Yes. You know, your mother said she was going to come to the hospital with me, and none of your family have showed up.
Yes. Well, now.
You gonna give me a taxi?
Yes, definitely. Here's a taxi. Oh, taxi? Here, get it. Let me open the door.
That's right.
Okay. Now
You opened the door. Yes, you did too.
Okay.
Now watch it. Let me get in. Say, could you move that front seat up some?
Sorry.
Ooh, honey. This is the last time you're gonna do this to me.
Cabby.
Oh, you got the suitcase.
I got the suitcase. I got
Say,
it.
did you put my nightgown in?
Yes, got the-
And a toothbrush?
And a toothbrush.
And cologne stuff?
Yes.
Did you get my natural comb? Did you get it?
Yes, I got
Then
it.
Dive answer the question.
I got it. And it's in there.
Okay, now let's get on to the hospital.
Yes. You got to get my wife to the hospital right away.
I'm sorry, I'm on my lunch hour.
Does he mean he ain't gonna take us?
So you mean you ain't going to take us?
This is the black and white cab company, honey.
You don't understand. My wife's going to have a baby. And I got to get her to the hospital.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I got 23 minutes left on my lunch hour, guys.
Oh, where's the suitcase?
Yeah, hit him with the lead pipe.
Hamburgers at McDonald's are fun. McDouble hamburgers at McDonald's are double the fun. Shakes at McDonald's are fun. French fries at McDonald's are fun. Filet of fish sandwiches at McDonald's are fun. McDouble cheeseburgers at McDonald's are fun.
McDonald's is our kind of place. Your kind of place.
It's about time.
Well? Well, what? Who are you? I'm the doctor. Not my regular doctor. I said for Dr. Becker. Hey, well, I'm Dr. Becker's father. I'm Dr. Becker? Right. Come on, doctor, please. It's a nice place you got here. Right. Oh, I'm so sick. Right. Stay there, and I'll be right with you.
Where you going?
I'm gonna wash up. Where do I go?
Oh, it's over there, but please hurry.
All right, now, yes. Take your time. See, that's the trouble with people nowadays. They don't stop to smell the roses. Rush. And, builds up your pressure on the lung. You gotta just kind of relax, let your bring up. You gotta get all set. And then you never know what's gonna happen. Next, so you... Shark! I thought we were going to have to close the beach. You know, in the old days, by golly, that's when you slow down. You got a chance to kind of just relax a little bit. You don't build up your blood pressure like that. The old days when you had to take a pair of shoes in to get clean like that. And you know, if you were going to get them sold or anything like that, well, you'd have to wait a couple of months. You might have to go a couple of months.
How'd you get over there?
Doctor, please, can you do something? Can you please do something for me, please? I may be dying.
Well, that's why I'm here.
Oh, hurry, please.
Get this out of the way here. I got this when I was in Australia. That's real cool.
Oh, doctor, please. You take my pulse. It's racing, I'm telling you. I think I'm dying.
Get that right here. A little slow. Forgot my watch.
I got mine, huh? Use mine.
All right, use that. It's upside down. Should I have her? Well, here, get right over. You'll be all right once we get to the cause. There. Well, that's right side up. Here, give me a hand to take the pulse. I'm up, all right. Oh, it's 2:30, boy. Honey, I gotta get right over to this place. The guy's got a cold. Sorry, I thought I was home.
You're making me crazy. Are you sure you're a doctor?
Of course I'm a doctor. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't a doctor. I got a diploma in here. Ooh, right there. It says right there, doctor.
Wait a minute. It says you're a pediatrician.
So what?
You're a baby doctor.
And I'll be 92 in August.
I'm not gonna let you examine me. I'm a grown-up. You can't treat me.
Well, there's no difference. We ain't grown up to baby, except maybe your legs are a little longer. That's all.
Just do something for me.
All right.
What's that?
Well, first of all, I want you to take this pill.
I'm not gonna take any pill. You don't even know what's wrong with me yet.
Gotta take the pill.
I'm not gonna take it. Make a diagnosis first. What kind of doctor are you?
No. If you don't take it, I'll spank your banky wanky.
Oh. I'm not taking your pill, I said.
All right.
Take my temperature yet? I haven't taken my pulse yet? What are you coming?
Get to her here. Go for a little big one.
I'll take your pill.
Boy. Drink her right down.
All right.
Hey. There. See the picture on the bottom?
Yeah, I see it.
All right. It'll be okay now. Don't you worry.
What are you doing? Are you crazy? You at least take my temperature.
Huh?
You know what's the matter with you? I'll tell you what's the matter with you. You're a quack. A quack quack. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call you. I didn't mean to call you a quack. Just, will you just take my temperature or something? Take my temperature and take that mask off.
Get your temperature taken and we'll be well on our way. We'll know what's happening here. I'll get that out of here for you. Roll over.
You're crazy. You're out of your mind. You know that? What is it? Hello?
There's a Dr. Becker on his way up to see you.
Oh, good. Well, your son is here.
Huh?
Yeah, and after he gets up here and I tell him what you've done to me, I'm going to have you committed. Weird with masks. Oh, no.
Trouble here with this guy.
No.
So long, boys and girls. But I'm having trouble getting started. Guess I better give her a push. Good thing I'm at McDonald's. I'm going to need some energy, and we know there's no better way than with a delicious McDonald's.
Mike, Mike, are you asleep?
I'm awake. I'm wide awake.
Two. Did you notice how fast I got my food? There's no waiting at McDonald's.
Mike, I heard something.
Tiger?
No, it was a noise.
Hey, wait for me!
One of the kids?
No, it sounded more like a noise.
If you hear it again, let me know what it is.
McDonald's! Remember, when you see my face, think of your kind of place. McDonald's!
Classic Comedy TV, Variety 3, is a Park Vista television presentation. The preceding program is property of the Park Vista Television Network, a wholly owned subsidiary of Park Vista Media, which is a wholly owned subsidiary of Park Vista International, a branch of Park Vista Holdings Worldwide, home of the Park Vista Lounge, the Park Vista Lounge Open Air Theater, the world-famous Congo Room, and the Bali High Spa. Tonight's program was sponsored by McDonald's, home of the Big Mac, and other fine food choices. Please remember to join us again next week, when Battle of the Network Stars will be seen in its regular time slot. We now conclude our broadcasting day. Join us again tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. for the Jack LaLanne Show. From all of us here at the Park Vista Television Network, we bid you a good night.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early
How'd he go?